Yeah, my wonderful people, I beg you, this message that is about to come your way is a kind of, it is called introspection, a deep thoughts on the insightful quotes, things that we need to know and things we need to take up as a nation. According to the information reaching me here, you can only march to greatness as a people only when you attain self-discovery. Most of us who are claiming to be Biafra, or the ones who are claiming not to be Biafra, or non-Biafrans, or non-Southeasterners, they have not found out time to go to the root of where they came from, on how they emerged as a human being, as a people, as a state, or as a locality. So that is what we are going to look into. It might be a bit long, that is why I need to just let my people know before we can be able to embark on this journey, but it will help us. This message is this video is a must watch for every individual, whether you are Igbo, you are Hausa, you are Yoruba, you are Efik, from Benin Kingdom, from Arochukwu Kingdom, or wherever you come from, Ishekiri, Ijo, and the rest of them, even Arewa and Oduduwa. This message is for everybody. Emphasis on everybody. We need to watch this message by every one of us, so that we know exactly what we are fighting for, or where we are coming from, and know exactly where we are going. If this is the first time of hearing my voice or tuning to this channel, please, I would like you to do me a favor. Like this message, share it, comment on it, and most importantly, turn on your notification icon, be notified time we go live or post any, or there's any new updates on this channel. The second and most important, also, you need to subscribe to this channel. At least you need to help this ministry move forward. Subscribing is free of charge. Nobody's going to charge you anything. Anyway, my old subscribers, viewers, commentators, and the family member, the Biafran family, I also want to use this medium to thank each and every one of you for the support being given to this ministry, because this ministry must surely get to the permanent site. Well, without not taking much of your time, please remember our campaign is still going on. Anytime, any day, hashtag free Biafra, hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and hashtag all hail Biafra, and hashtag Biafra to the moon, and also Biafra to the world, and Biafra to the sun. Okay, let us read the headline and we proceed with the main news of this day. Introspection of some of the insightful quotes made by our Mazi Onyukwu JCI during his last broadcast on Radio Biafra. On the 3rd of November of 2023, the IPOB Deputy West African Representative and his panel of historical analysts came on Radio Biafra to continue the discussions pertaining the identity crisis that has bedeviled the old Eastern Nigeria and its people during the course of the lectures. Various indelible hints and quotes were emphasized. Thus, this article is aimed at analyzing and elaborating on some of them to bring about easier assimilation to our audience, particularly to Biafrans in the coastal region, where this identity crisis is more prevalent. One of those hints he dropped during his last speech and submission was, you can only march to greatness as a people only when you attain self-discovery, when you know where you're coming from and know where you are going. That's exactly what he's trying to let us know here. First, it is important to reinforce that emergence of the indigenous people of Biafra, which is IPOB, as a freedom fighting movement, was not only to restore a sovereign and independent Biafra nation, but also to restore back the people's mental resonance and self-esteem, as well as to unify the people against artificially endorsed ethnic resentment, which came about as a result of the divide and rule tactics which the British government deployed as a sophisticated weaponry to hold Biafra down in perpetuity. Under the Hiram, all these ones, now the problems that the so-called colonial masters brought to our land, divide and rule, and set divisions between one another, set divisions between family and members and family members, set divisions between the Biafran nations and other allies. This was obtained in the Whale Inks Commission, where the British, so-called British, consciously stoked up tensions by clarifying existing nations as minority tribes and manipulating them to view their neighbor Igbos as their enemy who wants to overrun them. because of their diminished status. This was classic subversion, otherwise called divide and rule, tactics to ensure a never-ending crisis for the benefit of their imperial interests. I hope you people are following. It might be a bit long, but please watch it to the end. It will do you no harm, and it will benefit you as such. And also, this is a thing you need to live for your children, for your unborn generations, to know how to tackle all these menaces that bedeviling our society today. Notwithstanding the IPOB movement, notwithstanding the IPOB movement have stayed true to her convictions and objectives from her days of inception to date, offering in-depth lectures on history and educating the people of the need for self-discovery and acceptance, while simultaneously advocating for the political and economic independence of the Biafra people in an amalgamated Nigeria by demanding for a referendum to enable the various nations in the East who were involuntarily lumped into the Nigeria Union to determine their future and destiny. We were being forced anyway, but according to the laws of the United Nations on Charter, which Nigeria are signatory to, the amalgamation need to last for 100 years and it expired. That amalgamation have expired, and none is even saying anything concerning the independence of Biafra. For you to know that these people knows what they are doing. And that is why the UK have allowed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to rot in the DSS dungeon, simply because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting a just cause. And a just fight, which must surely be won, whether they like it or not. Hence, the educative series of lectures by Mazi Onyukwu, JCI, and his team from various nations and ethnic groups in the East on Radio Biafra with a captioned theme of Who is a Biafran, is simply one of those programs aimed at ensuring that these historical backlog and obstructions are cleared to facilitate the invigoration of the camaraderie between the people of the East, which had existed thousands of years before the advent of European colonialism in Africa. It is basically lying bare the historical facts for the people into inner study, ponder upon, and begin the journey to attaining self-discovery and join the popularly call for self-determination to rebuild the downtrodden image of the black man, to prove that we Africans are capable of running our day-to-day affairs without the interference, guidance, or babysitting of the Western countries or the so-called colonial masters. This is the core principle of the Biafran dream and revolution as boldly encoded in the Ahira Declaration of 1969. To be able to fight our independence and sovereignty and prevail, we must unitedly pursue mental sanctity, enlightenment, and discipline to immune us from the division ploy of the enemy, who are committed in hurting our collective prosperity by all means. For our pain is their gain. This is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is being illegally incarcerated by the Fulani government, and IPOB have remained steadfast and consistent in the Biafra project of emancipation. Therefore, it is time for the people to shun hatred and self-denial, as the enemy knows us way more than we can fathom. In their discrete moments and minds, we are profiled and classified as the same expendable pawns who can be manipulated to kill each other while they sit calmly by and exploit the proceeds of our wealth and also our God-given mineral resources. It is a high time that all hands join the deck to demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and a date for the Biafra referendum, and to ultimately accept that the only true salvation for the various nations in the eastern Nigeria is a restoration of an independent sovereign confederation state of Biafra, where this message is written to us by Sabinus Gabriel and is being edited by Augustine Chibueze. The broadcaster is the one you know very well, Amanda Neze, reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talks for the Family Writers Press International. When I hear them, this one is, I don't want to add anything to it. Please, if you get this message, make sure you watch it to the end. Ponder over it and make sure you leave a legacy of this kind of message to your generation. If you can put it in writing and drop it for them to be reading it time day in, day out, it will be more better. But as such, you can as well save this video for them to be watching and listening to it at least for years to come. This message will still remain relevant to our generations even when we all must have gone. So my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, like this message, share it, comment on it, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos coming your way. I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk reporting. Have a nice day. Our campaign is still going. Hashtag Biafran to the world, Biafran to the moon, all hail Biafra. And on the mandate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we all shall stand. Hashtag free Biafrans and hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Until I come your way again, please like this message. Bye for now. Kemesiano.